Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us. My name is Clearwater CHAD. I'm going to turn my phone down. I should have did that before we went on live here. Everyone knows we go around early, right? You guys know it. I know it. No one could debate it. No one could question it. Am I right? Thank you for agreeing. So, as everyone knows and agrees, we have a great show tonight. We have a lot of people that did confirm, um, and a lot of people will just see if they show up. And of course, more excitingly, well, we got a lot to talk about tonight, so that's why I want to go in even earlier than usual. All right. But the after gathering, make sure if you could watch that, make sure, and if you choose to, it's gonna be a really good show. We got the ultra legendary Mitch Brisker on tonight at 9 o'clock Clearwater time. Be a great show. Um, but I did want to remind you about my waterfall series. If anyone likes to watch waterfalls, we've been going to different towns almost every day, a few times a week. We went to I forget the towns. We went to today we went to Letchworth State Park, Port Edgeville, New York. It was very hard to get to, very hilly, but it was great, huge waterfalls. We stayed there for a bit. We didn't have good internet, so we had to leave, but we have videos of that. We have videos of waterfalls in Medina, waterfalls in Rochester, and a bunch in Buffalo. Obviously, most of them are in Buffalo since it's our home base, but around Buffalo. We have the typewriter out tonight, the Smith Corona, in case it's been a while since I've done some typing. And yeah, so let me know what you guys are up to, how you feeling tonight. Like I said, we are way early, so we don't expect too many people yet, but thanks for joining us. The show doesn't really officially start for another hour, so we're just kind of getting ready, getting the typewriter out, and we'll do some drawing later. Let's see who. Hey, Joni, thanks for joining us. Don't forget. I don't know if it's too late for you later on. Oh, great, Joni. Yeah, don't forget. If you didn't hear, we're gonna have Mitch Brisker on for the after gathering. So if it's too late for you to watch that, you can maybe watch the rerun if that's something. How you doing, Joni? I had a full day myself. We went to Letchworth State Park where I did, and we did a short live. We had bad internet, so we couldn't stay on live too long, but we were taping the waterfalls out there, and there's some videos of it on my channel for anyone that likes to. And I'm eventually going to put it in the playlist so you could just let it run if you like waterfalls. They're all over Buffalo. We're starting to get into Rochester, starting to get into Medina. We can't really go too far, but we're definitely going to keep going with that. Oh, you cleaning? All right, that's good. Hopefully you can take some breaks. That's good, though, Joni. Thank you for joining us. And Joe will be on later, too. Whew. Like I said, I just kind of got home a little while ago because we were a little over an hour away, if not a little longer, hour and 15 minutes roughly. 15 hour and 20 minutes. Just going to type myself a couple reminder notes, okay, about some other stuff. So, like I said, we were very early. I watched some of that Gentleman Scavenge live. That was very good earlier with Aaron. I don't know if you're still on. I could check, I guess. He said he's going on. His timing was off tonight, but we're still going to, even though we call it the pre-show, it's our show. We're going to go on and have a good show regardless. Because we kind of blocked the time. Plus, 7 o'clock, as you guys hopefully know. If not, you'll know now. 7 o'clock Clearwater time, Mike Rinder will be on with his wife, um, giving us some updates. I don't know exactly what they're going to talk about, but we'll end this by then for sure because I am interested in that, and it'll be a great night. Absolutely. So I appreciate you guys being on with me, Clearwater CHAD. This is the pre-show. We're real early. And yeah, so Poe and the Ghost should be on in a little while. And Poe will be on around 6 o'clock Clearwater time. Joel will be on later. Who else? Brandy, I believe, confirmed. I think Marcus said he'd be on. So we do have a full house. Oh, Aaron is done. Okay, so we do have a little break. I know he's going to go on again before we end, but it doesn't matter. You know, you guys could watch whichever one you want. And like I said, we're not doing too much yet. I get excited. I go on early, way too early. I prep this for 5, and we go on early. That way I can give you guys updates and, well, no excuse. I just do it. You know, I appreciate you guys being here though. And like I said, I got up early today and got out of the house and we got to a waterfall. A nice one, nice big one. If you guys didn't see that, at least watch a few seconds of it. You know, I understand not everyone likes waterfalls, or you know, but I appreciate you guys. Yeah, because we'll do other things too. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to Mike's 7 o'clock. I believe he said 7 o'clock. His video at 7 o'clock, and then Mitch Brisker on the after show at 9 o'clock Clearwater time, guys. Yeah. How's everyone else doing today? That's okay, Joni. People could watch the replay, and I know, like I said, I know we're really early, so we'll just hang out and chill until then. I appreciate being here, Joni. And I see you said, how am I doing? I'm doing good, thanks. Like I said, I had a full day. We went to the waterfalls. You know, left the house 9:30 this morning. You know, stayed out there until about 12. Came back at 1. Got some errands done. And yeah, like I said, I didn't think I was going to be able to go live out there because I didn't have internet. And I searched several different. Thanks, Joni. I searched several different internets up there, and I found one shaky internet for like 20 minutes, half hour, do a quick live. I didn't even know that it was until I got there and seen the sign. I just thought I was just going to a random waterfalls, but it was actually inside Letchworth State Park. So it was pretty cool. And like I said, I got excited today. You know, got the typewriter out. Maybe I'll do some typing later on tonight. I use the typewriter in real life, guys, to type notes to myself instead of writing them out sometimes. You know, I mean, obviously, if it's a long letter, you can't, you know, take too long. But short letters, I do use the typewriters. They're pretty convenient. You know, you don't have to have the internet hooked up or, you know, separate printer like a computer. Um, so I do use them in real life. A little hot today over here. Hopefully it's not too hot where you are, Joni and everyone. And like I said, we do have some people. We have a bunch of people coming on tonight. And sometimes things come up with some people, so I can't guarantee they're going to come on, but I believe Marcus is going to come on. Joe is going to come on. Joe DeCeppo, Poet, and Poe on the Go. Everyone else, I didn't really, I don't ask people to confirm or nothing like that, so that's cool. But not too hot. That's good, Joni. I don't. Every year I get a little older, it's a little harder to take when it's hot, and I don't even mean like 100-degree. I just mean like anything over 80 with the sun in my face. I consider hot. I actually, in my older age, I'm getting a little smarter nowadays, and I wore a hat today and I wore sunscreen, but still, and I, buy the big water when I go out, and because I don't know about you guys, but excuse me. Like I said, I got out of the house early today, but I've had that once where you don't drink enough water when you get sick like that. It's a really bad situation. Sometimes there's nothing you can do. You think you drink enough water and it just wasn't enough, and you end up getting whatever it's called. So I try to stay in the shade when I could, or wear the hat. I kept the hat in the car just to make sure. Not sure what we're going to do tomorrow yet. We'll see. So, appreciate everyone being here. We're early, like I said. It's only 4:15. I wonder if Pete's going to be on. Well, everyone's good, but Pete's funny. That Pete Jensen, he's a really funny guy. Hope he comes on. I hope everyone comes on, but yeah. Oh, hey, Creepy. Creepy says can't stick around on the lake again. That's okay. Thanks for stopping by and saying hi, Creepy. Appreciate it. We're just early. Creepy, if you feel like either watching the replay or watching it live, we're gonna have Mitch Brisker on later. After gathering. So that's gonna be a good show. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm definitely gonna be watching. Oh, excuse me, I'm tired. Like I said, I got up early. I'm definitely going to be watching Mike Rinder tonight. See what he has to say. I hope he's doing good. He's up against the big. All right, thanks, Creepy. Appreciate it. I appreciate you checking in. I'm glad you're getting out and on the lake and stuff. Happy Labor Day to you too, everyone. And Creepy. So yeah. So even though you guys are the ones really chatting, there is 10 people here, so it's pretty good. Appreciate everyone being here. A lot of people are probably doing their regular work or whatever, watching or maybe driving. And like I said, we're not even scheduled to be on, so we're just kind of chilling, talking about different things here. I love all the new channels. The new channel that I love all the channels, but you're in Vancouver, Washington. That's cool, Joni. The new channel of the week that's my favorite right now which I love them all, but it's hard to. It's called. What's it called? Cult Conversations. The guy's name is Bo, younger guy, and it's a very good channel. He's got these short, 5-minute video clips, all facts. You don't have to. Some of the other channels are great when they, sometimes it's hard to watch when it's 2 or 3 hours. So the Cult Conversations is great. He keeps the stuff to 5 or 10 minutes. It's just right to the point. No prelim, just right to the point. I recommend, you guys check that out if you want. Oh yeah, Clearwater Claire, of course. I recommend your channel too. Are you coming on tonight, Claire? You can plug your channel as much as you want. Well, either way, even if you don't come on, you can plug your channel. And I always say it. Schedule permitting, I'll stream with anyone if anyone wants to simul-screen stream, as long as we have a subject to start off with. Because I don't like just going on to go on, but I know, no worries, Claire. I know I'm really early. Come on whenever you want. There's no wrong. There's no being late. There's no being early here. Well, I guess there is being early. I'm always early. Just come on whenever you want, Claire. Just remind us. Make sure you plug your channel, and we'll do that. We want to promote all of the SPtv channels. There's too many for me to remember off the top of my head. So, but of course, I recommend anyone's channel that's on the show. So yeah. Oh, no worries, Clear. But no, I know you were kind of half joking, but still, we want to plug your stuff. Of course, we want to take care of our own. That's why this channel exists. So, like I said, I'm not too big of a channel, but I'll do what I could to help anyone out. People like Poe and the Go, mainly Poe and the Go, help me out. A little bit from Aaron too. Aaron sets up the Clearwater CHAD, and I don't forget that. Hey, Batgoat too. The Batgoat was a big one, and sometimes it hits and sometimes it doesn't. But Batgoat, when I needed it, did a super chat, and he said on Aaron's channel about some of the work I was doing or we were doing, and that got huge. Somebody else did a super chat too, Marilyn. So between Marilyn and Batgoat, those are the people I remember that hooked me up. So I'm just trying to pass it forward, guys. So, like I said, I know I'm not that big of a channel, but we all help each other. Thanks, Batgoat. Like I said, I do not. The few people that hooked me up in my life, I don't forget them. I put in the chat my son's channel. It's at Jimmy Plays 357. He loves to see when his numbers go up, and it's gonna be his is gonna be more of a gaming channel, and probably some jokes and stuff. Yeah, Batgoat is great. Like I said, if Batgoat's never ever need anything, I'll be there. But we help everyone. You know, it's not like you have to hook me up with something before I help you. We help our people in the community. Goes for anyone. So we appreciate that. And I know we're still super early, guys, so I appreciate you chilling with me till we get some guests on. But this is good because I can tell you what I've been up to and, you know, the direction I want to take my channel. You know, I want to keep going with the Clearwater CHAD character and the Griff Gale's own character. Just haven't had too much to really say with those characters lately. Everything's pretty still. So we've been able to hit some waterfalls and do some taping there, do some lives and videos, and we're gonna keep going with everything else too. And it's exciting. It's exciting trying to find new things to do. And stuff like that. And like I said before, if I didn't have this channel, I wouldn't be going out, excuse me, you know, a lot of the time. Excuse me. And I've had a lot of fun since January. I started my channel January 18th. So it's been a lot of fun. Thanks, Batgoat. That's cool. Appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, Batgoat, he's good. He's good. He's good people. And, you know, let me know if you ever need anything. 8 minutes and Joe DeCimple will be on. Sounds good, Joe. No rush. Like I said, we are early, but yeah, definitely come on whenever you're ready. We'll see what Joe DeCimple's up there. Am I right? You guys know I'm right. You guys know I did it. Oh yeah, definitely, Batgoat. Let me know first when you do it. I'll promote your stuff every one of my shows. That goes for everyone, you know. Hey, wait, shut up. All right, we'll get the puppets out. In case Aunt Marie's watching. Hey, Aunt Marie. Let's see. So we are still early, guys, but that's all right. Let's bring Mini Chat out first. Am I right? Yep. I don't think she reads the chat shell, but that's cool. I think she just kind of listens when she does whatever, hangs out. I mentioned, yeah, for anyone that didn't see Poe, thanks, Becca. I mentioned, hey, Grand Theft. I mentioned Amber and Poe in the goal last night. Oh, the air show in Batavia was fun this weekend. That's cool, Grand Theft. I missed that. I liked you. You said you live in. You don't live in Medina anymore. You used to, right? I like that little town of Medina. Medina. It's not even too far from where I'm at. They have a nice waterfall there. So, Cortland, that's where the grapes are, right? Pretty sure. Cortland grapes. I probably drove by that town, but I don't think I ever spent any time there. But I'll look it up. They probably have a waterfalls there, am I right? Yeah, yeah, with the grapes, yeah. Okay, whole family lives in Western York. Yep. Oh, yeah, apples. That's what it is. Yeah, apples. Yep. Well, I drove. The town I was driving through today. Like I said, I didn't do any prep work. I just Googled it. Oh, it takes 8 Cortlands to make an apple pie. Perfect. The town I drove by, it was in Genesee County, and I went to Letchworth State Park in Portage, New York. And on both sides of the road, it was cool. There's cornfields on both sides of the road, not just one. I'd say about 80-90% of the whole time. And there wasn't one store. There wasn't one, as soon as I got out of like a main town, there was no gas station, there was no town. It was just cornfields and then Letchworth State Park, unless I missed something. But the way I went, there was no breaking down or getting gas. Luckily, I planned for all it. I got gas, of course, filled up before, but yeah, you wouldn't want to break down doing stuff like that. Oh, there's corn. Yeah, there was. Yeah, there's the whole town's corn, which is nothing wrong with that. I didn't even, like I said, I didn't do any. Excuse me, I didn't do any prelim work or nothing like that. I just kind of I Googled the address and started driving. I didn't even know it was Letchworth State Park until I got to the gate, but that was fine. Huge waterfall. Almost, obviously not as big as Niagara Falls, but it was pretty big. I think it was something like 95 feet or. The only thing is you couldn't get close to it. Same with Niagara Falls. You can't really get close to it unless you do their little grand. Hey, Selma. Unless you do their Made of the Mist, when you're on the boat. I like the waterfalls where you could pretty much touch them, like the one in Holly, New York. I didn't have internet out there, so I couldn't go live, but I got videos on my channel of that one. Which other ones? Okay, so the one in Medina you couldn't really get too close to, but that was a cool one. One in Rochester, you can get right up to that and almost touch it. Hey, 8 points. Thank you. Yeah, Holly. Yeah, no internet out there, though. Not where I was. Not in that. I don't know if you've ever been to the waterfall out there. There might have been more than one, but the one I was at, there was no. I mean, it was spotty, but it was low, so there was no internet. But that's okay. We got the. That was the second one because I did. I went to. I did the Medina one, and I wanted something else to try to do. Hey, Jen. So that's okay. And so, yeah, but when I went to Holly, New York, it was because I drove past Medina to Holly, so it was about an hour, almost an hour and a half to get back to Buffalo. So it was okay, though. Great little town, Holly, New York, though. I mean, I love the little towns that, even though a lot of it's retro, it's not all of it's retro. It really feels like you're in 1850. Oh, Joe's here. Hey, Joe. Welcome.
Hey, give me just a second.
Oh, take your time. Oh, wow. Some of that must have been great in the French Alps. It sounds great. So, yeah. So now, let's see. We have a half hour till the show starts, which is pretty good. We're getting there, guys. And And, we have Mini Chad here, Mr. Bob, Gumby, and little DM is floating around somewhere. It is. I don't like to get. It's great and it's bad. Shell. Shell's asking. It says, "Is it weird to have to worry about getting gas for your car again?" Yeah, I don't like buying gas. Not at all. Luckily, I have a Prius plug-in. It's an old one, 2012, so it does get 50 miles per gallon. But I do not like putting money in. I do not like the idea of a gas car. But it is nice that I can go to somewhere like Letchworth without worrying about, oh, am I going to make it on charge? I don't think I could have did that. If I would have took the leave, I would have had to pre-plan my trip, to charge halfway, like before I left the big town, and I would have had to leave at an extremely early time, which was actually half the fun of it. So it's good and bad though, because if I do have to if I do have to have a gas car, at least it's a plug-in hybrid. Oh, you didn't get it? Let me double check. There's so many. I'll send it right now. Sorry about that, Devian. I did it really slow too. I didn't think I missed anyone. Half the problem is, you see, this is my list with my chicken scratch. But let me send that right now. I'm gonna have to move the puppet show a little bit here. Yeah, no, it's good. It's been really good on gas. I mean, it's really on today's trip, because it tells you when you shut the car off what you average. It did average 52 miles per gallon, so it's kind of hard to beat that. It was about 2 days ago. I could send it again, Devian. No worries. It'll take me a minute. I won't be able to really talk when I. It's only takes a second to send, though. It's not a problem at all. Oh wait, I gotta go. I gotta find it and then do it. No problem. Just bear with me, guys. Okay. Let me know if you didn't get that, Deviant, because it did. It went through on my part, so we'll try it again if it doesn't. But give it a second. Oh, Grand Theft is asking, is Chaz starting school Wednesday? Believe it or not, he actually started last Friday, and then of course he had off today for the holiday, so he's going back tomorrow. Yeah, I know, Jen. Right? I should. And like I said, I am going to be making a playlist for anyone that does like the waterfalls, because you can just hear them. I'll probably do a playlist of maybe I'll do both the lives and then just the actual waterfalls for people that don't like to hear me talk. So we'll see. We'll find some new stuff to do when that dries up. We do have plenty more to do, but I don't know how far we really want to travel. There's some good ones though, so we'll keep going for now though. I was shocked at how many there are in Buffalo. I mean, we're getting a little further out now in Rochester, Medina, and Letchworth, but there was a lot in Buffalo, over a half dozen. Hey, Karen. There's other stuff we could do too. We'll find our way. I used to like doing the Buffalo Monument series, but there's only so many monuments. but we'll find something else. Write me if you guys have any suggestions what we could do on the show. Like I said, we're going to keep going with the Clearwater CHAD and the Griff Kale Zone. I do like the series. I do with Marilyn about the cults too. Like Heaven's Gate, we did IP. I forgot the initials, but the other ones. Local birds and plants. Let me write that down. There's no bad ideas. Just bear with me, guys. I'm gonna write that down. It's funny you say that, Jen, because when I was out, and I don't know the history of, but when I was out in Letchworth today, and they have, which I don't think we have here in Buffalo. Maybe we do. And, I do want to learn more about that. But they had, I tried to get it on tape. I don't know if I did. Oh, excuse me. At least it looked like an eagle. Thing was huge. So we will investigate that stuff. I do want to learn more about that type of stuff, plants and birds. Because, I've never seen nothing like that in Buffalo. Big eagle, but it makes sense that he's out. Let me write that down too. 8 points. Favorite hole-in-the-wall diners and sandwiches? I started doing like the top pizza places. I know, Grand Theft, I know. I don't know why they do that. If I had to guess, it's because we get so many, they budget for so many snow days. So they have to keep starting earlier and going later, and they don't want to go later. So they have to try to build in usually like 2 weeks of snow days sometimes. Hey, Veronica. So that's just my opinion. I don't know what the real reason is, but they definitely started last Friday. So I went in Wednesday, 2 days before that, and brought all his hikes on bikes. Maybe that's a good idea. I'll write it down. You never know. Brought all this stuff into the school. Jen says there's going to be a travel show one day, and we are all watching the origins. Yeah, you never know. This is how things start. And the pre-show, what everyone knows is the pre-show. If everyone remembers, it was just me and sometimes Chaz just drawing. It wasn't even called the pre-show in the beginning. Things developed like this. And yeah, I don't know. I think you're right, though. I think everyone else is starting this week, Tuesday or Wednesday. Yeah, no, I like the suggestions. We'll see. It's how we think about things, and stuff like that, guys. So I put my son's channel in the comments again. If anyone feels like hooking him up and subscribing, I appreciate it. It's at Jimmy Plays 357. Just thought I'd mention that since we have some time. Oh, sorry to hear that, Veronica. I hope things improve for you. We're all here for each other. Joe's back.
Hey, I'm having some trouble with my camera.
Oh, okay.
But in the meantime, my audio's here. Let me just try and unplug my camera and see if I get it to work.
Sure. Take
And
your time.
hello and welcome to everyone watching on my channel. And I apologize for the technical difficulties, but we are now live. So.
All right. I've had it before to where I've just had the audio before too. So that is great that Joe is joining us. Oh, hey, Ted.
There we go.
There we go.
I'm back. Excellent. Computers always decide to mess up at the wrong moment, don't they? There we go.
Yeah.
We are live.
How's your day going, Joe?
Yeah, it's not too bad. Not too bad. It's it's 20 to 10 here, so we're coming towards the end of the day.
Oh, okay.
And
I keep forgetting. Yeah. That's cool.
And I've figured out. Let me see if this works. So if anyone's watching from my channel, if you could tell me if this works, I should be able to get comments from both of our channels on the bottom of the screen in my channel.
Let me think.
There we go. There's one that says "Hi Joe" on the bottom of my screen.
Oh, okay.
Jensel. Yeah, and that's on. That will be on your channel, but now it's also on my channel. So.
Oh, okay, good. Usually,
hopefully that's working.
Excellent.
Someone let me know in the chat if it's working. It looks like it is. And everyone in the chat, how are we doing today? And how are you doing, Chad?
Oh, good day. Yeah, I had a full day. We went to waterfalls earlier today. Did a quick live and rushed back here to do this stuff. It's all good though. How about you, Joe?
Cool. Yeah, just working and same old really.
Oh, excellent.
I did have a request when I was on Marilyn's channel at the weekend. There was a request for me to film more of the stuff I do with my work, so I've been doing that, and that will be on my channel at some point. But yeah, so the camera does get a bit in the way, but I've managed to get some of it, so
that's fine.
I give the people what they want.
Yeah, I try to too. Within you have to be yourself though. But yeah, I agree. Excellent. So what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, Claire's gonna join us in a little while.
Cool.
Yeah, Poe. I believe Poe on the go, and Poe will be here at 6 o'clock Clearwater time, and so it should be good.
Jen, who's commented, is there a channel where I can follow Joe? Yes, there is. My YouTube channel is youtube.com/ at Joe Duceppo, all one word.
Very good.
And I'll see if I can stick that on the screen. And in fact, that should have posted to both of our channels at the same time, in theory.
Oh, I see it.
Did it come up on yours, Chad? Cool. Okay,
yep.
So there we go.
Well, I'm only checking on StreamYard. I don't have my phone pulled up, but it sounds.
Yeah, but you'll get the same stuff, right? So.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it is posting to both. So it's working. Well, hey. Cool.
Very good.
Bit of hackery going on with OBS, but I managed to get there.
I'm impressed you're able to use that. I keep hearing there's a lot to it.
It's it has a steeper learning curve, but it's more powerful. It's like I guess it's just kind of like Linux, right? Is that it takes more learning to get it to work, but once you do get it to work, it's really powerful, and you can use it to do like all kind of weird stuff. But
oh wow!
But it is also more prone to crashing, so there's that.
Okay. Yeah. Well,
saw
maybe
the
because there's so
technical
much
difficulties?
data. Yeah, that's all. It's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
I have it on going between two computers. It's a complicated setup, but it works.
Oh, okay, great. Uh-huh.
Hey, Karina C. Is that
Hey, Karina.
Yeah, it's an I. Karina.
And,
I'm pronouncing it like it's German, Karina, but it might be Karine. I'm not sure. Let me know. I apologize if I've mispronounced that.
Can't remember if I said hi to Ted, so hi Ted again if I didn't. And Deviant is here. Hey, how's it going?
Hey, Deviant.
Yes. I remembered to turn off the sound from the computer. Hello!
Good to see you.
You too. How is everyone?
I'm good.
Good. Been out streaming some streams?
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Oh, I want to say, while I was, I haven't quite landed. I was rushing to the store as I always do just before they closed. Oh, fuck. And came back and saw you were live. So just getting ready and putting my groceries away and all of that. So I just want to say hi to everyone who said hi to me in the chat. It's very nice. I'm a bit weird right now, but
What's going on?
I will become weirder.
It's all good.
Karina, you're in Brazil as well.
Oh, that Karina. Yeah, she is. Yep.
Yeah.
I believe she's Julie's friend, Juliana. We didn't know they talk.
Boa tarde. And Devian, good night.
Yeah. I'm trying to, for some weird fucking reason, it won't use my headphones. Oops, that was wrong. Is there has to be because they are connected, but it seems I don't. There we have settings. Perhaps no. Yes, no. Yes, no. Thank you. Audio. Why would I want to use the microphone when I have a headset?
I hate that
Lovely.
when you have to pick some. Yeah.
Yeah, and it seems I thought, whoops, did I close you down? No. There. Ha. Yeah, it's so
on your
weird.
phone, Devian?
Sorry?
Is it on your phone?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It's all I have. I have a stationary PC, but nowadays, as I understand, most or if not all computer screens has an built-in camera, but I don't have an old computer screen. I have an old mini TV that's about to die. The screen goes black constantly. I'm so tired of it. My vacuum cleaner died a couple of months ago.
There's a question for you, Devian, in my chat. Selma van Sligtenhorst hat gesagt, Devian, are you in Sweden or Norway? Schweden, oder?
Schweden,
yeah. Sweden,
yeah.
There we go.
Yes.
And Veronica Bombria is asking the same. I think I missed it. Where's Devian from? Yeah, Sweden. So there's your answer.
There is my answer. Jo, jag kommer från
Sweden.
Sverige. Gamla Svedala bor jag i. om någon
Very
förstod. I think I need to, because I like to have the screen on the computer screen, because I can see you. Vivian,
I mean, barely
what's-
behind this thing, but okay.
I know, but I have given up about that. My native language är svenska.
Svenska.
Jag pratar svenska.
Oh wow.
Yes. Swedish is my native language. And English is my, I don't know. It's the language I was supposed to learn in school, but didn't learn properly until later. And yeah.
Very good. Good
Yeah,
question.
I really, you probably can't tell, or I shouldn't put words or opinions in your mouth, or heads. But I actually really love languages and
Me too.
words. Yeah, but you can speak several languages. I mean, I
mean,
speak
you speak
Swedish,
two.
of course. Yeah, but I want to learn more. I actually know 3, and I should be able to I understand German better than I can't speak it anymore. But I had German
Okay.
for 6 years in school. Ich habe 6 Jahre Deutsch gelernt. Det är typ det som sitter kvar. And sorry,
So what?
there
Yeah.
goes the there goes the language brain when you are switching between languages.
Yes, I have this problem too. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's constant with me. And of course, ancient Egyptian, but that's not really a language you speak.
What? You speak ancient Egyptian?
No, because it's not the language you speak. But I am an Egyptologist.
Wow.
So
I know, it sounds interesting.
Wow.
Yeah, it's my passion. It's my I love it. I'm also an archaeologist. I have never worked as an Egyptologist, because there are really no positions there are like, when I was at university, there were 2.5 positions in all of Sweden for Egyptologists. So I took a year off, which for me meant taking other classes at university. And then I decided to go into archaeology, because that's so lucrative, which is a huge joke. So I have worked as an archaeologist.
Cool.
But
That is cool.
ancient Egypt is, well, that's my great passion, except for, of course, creating. And the best part is you can combine the two. Ooh.
If I could take this question, Veronica Bombria is asking. This is to you, Deviant, but I could maybe help. What language is Swedish derived from? So my understanding is it comes from Old Norse. Is the Eastern
Yes.
Old Norse, and then the Western
No.
Old Norse kind of is more Norway and Iceland. No, please.
Or wait, okay. So Swedish, Norwegian, and Danish are all the same. If you want to pick it apart, it's practically dialects, but it's dialects that has diverted so much that it's counted as different languages. Icelandic is also, of course, Old Norse. So Old Norse is that's where it's developed from. we don't make. I have never heard anyone making a distinction between between east and west, because east Old Norse would only be Sweden.
Yeah. Okay.
In Finland, they are bilingual, so they also speak or learn. Parts of Finland speak Swedish and parts Finnish.
Hey, Claire.
Hi, Claire.
So I don't mean to interrupt.
Claire.
Hello.
No worries.
Welcome.
But that's just because we have. So we kind of owned our neighbors for many years, and that goes for both Norway and Finland. So with Finland, we switched between either owned by Sweden or owned by Russia, or sold to, more or less, diplomatically sold to Russia from Sweden in an exchange that somehow involved us getting into a union with Norway.
And the herring salad.
What?
The herring salad, the flag of the union, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I thought, what food? Why is she talking about food? Yeah, right. Yes.
I can't remember how to say it in the original. Wie sagt man?
Strömmingssallad.
Strömmingssallad, okay.
Herring is, strömming. If I'm not.
I heter Zyltesalaten.
Sorry?
Zyltesalaten? I don't know.
No.
No?
I know
Oh,
not what you speak.
Ich spreche keine Schwedisch, also.
What's so fun about the union, the so-called union with Norway, is that it's known as a peaceful union on equal, where everyone was equally into the idea, and it was voluntary and blah 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 blah. But you could take something from the fact that the Norwegians celebrate their Independence Day, or their national holiday, on May 17th. And that's because on May 17th, 1905, they finally were released from this very equal and on good terms union with Sweden. So they
were in their own cult.
Exactly.
Nice.
Exactly.
How's your day going, Claire?
It's been really nice, thank you. It was my day off, and it's really beautifully sunny here. Yeah, it's because I worked the weekend.
Okay, not so jealous.
I was teaching over the weekend. Yeah, and it's been really nice and sunny here. So I went out for a walk and I sit down in the sun and got a nice bit of tangent lines on my shoulders. Yeah, and then went and grabbed some lunch and carried on my walk. There's not going too far from my area. There's quite a nice few steeper hills that are good for just doing a bit of a round robin walk, to stretch the legs, and yeah. And then got back, and because it's obviously so light, I got back at 5, but still felt like it was only about 2 in the afternoon, and got back and had to freshen up, and then was like, all right, I'm going to go back out, but sat down halfway through and was just like, no. I have been out a long time. It's okay to take a rest. 'Cause
Wait,
I'm a Capricorn, so very on the go all the time.
what is this thing with everyone believing in astrology? I
It's not about
noticed it.
believing, it's what you are. I am a Capricorn. I'm a Capricorn
Yeah.
Taurus, and I
Yeah,
have a
of
lot
course.
of the traits of it. Plus, like
Okay,
my mum's
so-
a Capricorn,
But
so
what
I
are
see
the
it in
traits?
her. So for a Capricorn, you're very, you kind of have like sort of leadership qualities, but kind of want everything to be done your way. You are very worker orientated. You're very precise about how you do things. Whereas then my Taurus side is kind of the more where I take a lot of things to heart. I will get more sort of emotionally involved in things. I will, I think Reese has spoken about it, sort of you're more worldly apparently. And I do really like to travel, and it's something that when I finally went on a trip in June, that I realised that's what I've been missing because of COVID. Yeah, and sort of kind of quite open to trying new things.
If I could offer a counterpoint to this, so if astrology works for you, then more power to you, no problem
Yeah,
with me.
100%.
I have none of the characteristics which my star sign is supposed to have.
But what is your
Oh,
moon and your rising?
I don't know if I want to tell the internet when
No,
my
no, no,
birthday
no, no,
is.
no, you
Let's
don't.
just-
But you know,
let's just
sort of
say
like
how to-
kind of, it's you sort of kind of take different parts from each bit. So that's why, like, because mine's
Okay.
sun and moon, rising and moon are Taurus, but my sun is Capricorn. So like, the sun is kind of your what your base is, but then sort of kind of different elements will come off of the others. So because I'm two Tauruses, within that I have a very strong side to my Taurus. But yeah, you know, like, there's lots of different parts that I kind of look up. It's not like I live my life to that, but it's been very interesting having someone read my chart and kind of going back and looking at it myself. Like, so me being an entrepreneur, having my own business, actually it's weird because it's sort of like it was like in my stars from the start, from my birth, basically.
Nice.
And it's really interesting, like having that done now and sort of seeing the journey that I've come on. Even like with relationships and things like that, it's very heartbreaking, but you know, they were all meant to end because that just isn't my journey. So yeah, it's really weird, sort of kind of
Nice.
going through it all, but yeah, it's also kind of
Yeah.
nice.
I just wanted to. Sorry to cut you off. I just wanted to.
Sorry. No, that's
Before we
fine.
get to I just want to make sure we say
Into
hi,
the
say hi to Brandy. Hey,
Yeah.
Hey, Brandy.
Yeah, hi, Brandy.
Hi.
I was thinking that too. I didn't
No
mean to
worries.
interrupt either.
I felt bad about cutting you off, but we can get back to what you.
No. I was just.
I see rainbows
I
tonight,
was
Brandy.
just explaining for the question.
No worries. How's your day going, Brandy?
Tell me what? Sorry.
Oh, I just asking how
How's
your
your
day's
day?
going.
Oh, it's going far.
Sorry?
Going good so far. Was out
Oh.
doing the usual adulting kind of thing, and then now I'm jumping on being with all you lovely people.
And the
great.
lovely Brandy.
Cool. I see rainbows behind you.
Yes,
Who?
Uh-huh.
all
Oh,
my flags everywhere.
Yeah.
I got them
Cool.
everywhere.
That's cool.
Cool.
Hi to all the
Awesome.
audience.
If I could just say
actually,
hello
on
to
that-
Selena.
Of course.
Sorry, carry on.
Oh, probably because it's.
No,
No, I was just going to say, I have 26
Oh, yeah.
subscribers, which is like really exciting because
Whee!
I've not
Nice.
been the best at putting up anything.
Oh yeah, go ahead and
because
plug your
I've
channel.
had a lot of sort of team issues, and so I've been having to do later nights at my studio. But yeah, I wanted to say thank you to all of them for subscribing and staying there until I'm more settled in a routine that I can put out content. But yeah, it's very exciting.
Tell everyone your channel.
Oh, my channel is The Ethical Tailor. I am a tailor. I do alterations, repairs, and make things on occasion. And I teach sewing skills, so that's what my channel's about. It's a teaching part. I'm a social enterprise. I have a fund set up that people can pay, like a pay it forward scheme where people can pay for other people to get a lesson, for those who are less able to pay for themselves, basically. And I give back with everything that that people sort of buy through me, and yeah, to projects around the world, basically, that I think will help end poverty. Well, not end poverty, but help towards ending poverty and child trafficking and things like that. And yeah, then I'm going to start a set of shows at some point, hopefully. I'm just need to find the documents to be able to start it, but I want to do a lot of sort of deep dives on the lawsuits within fast fashion, so with H&M and Shein and the Temu and things like that, to expose their slavery and fast fashion practices, basically.
Excellent.
That's a
Cool.
very very noble and also very not broad, but kind of all encompassing.
Yeah, I think because it's hard to sort of narrow the
Yeah,
sort of kind of fast fashion down so much, and
Yeah.
sort of the practices behind it, because from what I know about sort of being in the space for a while and kind of talking to people about, like, trying to re-educate people on their consumerism, is I don't want to, there was a point when I was very sort of angry at people, and not like sort of individuals and such, but just sort of kind of people in general,
no,
around sort of consumerism and sort of things like that, and came to realize more and more that it's about not just getting at them about the shopping, it's about educating them the reasons, sort of like why certain things are not the best to shop from and things like that,
yeah,
to then allow them to make up their own mind. So yeah, so I feel like if I can put out as much sort of information and knowledge as possible, then sort of kind of people can make up their own minds.
yeah. I mean, because this is something that I have struggled with since, I don't know, forever. I tend to get extremely angry and frustrated over all kinds of social issues and the way people are treated and injustices, random stupidity and short-sightedness, and all of these things, to a point where it really just dragged me down. It made me
I get that.
so I eventually realized, and I tried to remind myself that the best thing you can do, because you can't change how people are, but you can help them by providing information. And I usually say that the one good thing I actually learned from my upbringing, or I was taught in my upbringing, was what you don't know, you should look up. And today, I mean, when I was a kid, we had these really old dictionaries at home, and that was basically it. It was very hard to find information. Today it's much easier, but it also makes so that many people don't take. I have noticed how many people don't even do the simplest of Google searches. And for me, that's, I mean, I don't remember much because my brain is useless. But I just get sucked into these wormholes of all kinds of topics. And so I think you have a very good, it's a good cause. I want to commend you. Yeah.
It's like over the years I've had to I kind of have to reassess everything that I'm doing, because when I first started my business I was just like, the world's gonna collapse, like there's so much wrong, inequality and climate change and all these sort of things. So I kind of assign so every service that I kind of do, every class that I have has like a different project associated to it, and I have like in particular one of my classes is has educating loggers that I provide for, and then another one has replanting the trees, because I'm like, we can go around replant all these trees all we like, but until we like the loggers aren't necessarily, like the big companies are the ones decided to destroy the forest, but the individual loggers, it's not their fault.
No.
The same I view with like child trafficking is that it's not necessarily it's not necessarily the families who are kind of selling off in quotes their kind of child. It's not the same. I had a thing recently and some people really got quite argumentative about it, but I feel the same with refugees. They're not choosing to do this they're not choosing to come here, they're not choosing they are being sold on the idea that that's what you should do. The same with the parents around the kids. So I funded one project that got completely funded, and that was to get them into schools, get the children into schools. So then now I'm funding another one that is educating the families on better finances. So I just kind of and same like with poverty, it's you can give them food, but unless you're teaching them how to farm or giving them tools to make money, they're never going to get out that cycle. So I kind of try and think deep down as to what is going to make the biggest impact. Sorry. Yes.
No.
But it's something that I'm like really passionate about, but then I get a bit like worried that it's not everyone's cup of tea. But
I love it.
Why I like all the the Aftermath Foundation and kind of although it's hard hearing some of the people that were like the kids in Scientology and other sect cults, it's I like kind of hearing about like the foundations and things that help them get through that. So that's actually something that I would like to do once, if ever, my channel gets monetized. I would like to start doing charity streams like they had with the aftermath, because I just think,
Oh,
you know, I've always said if I could give, as long as, like, you know, I could sort of have a roof over my head, if I could just give all my money
course.
away, then I would, because I see so many people around the world that are more in need, and in particular recently, last week, when, and now I can't remember what Asian country it was now, but that have like been really hit by the storms and things like that, you know, and it's sort of you know,
Yeah, that was
the climate disasters around
Mali.
the world is just heartbreaking, because it's sort of, it's so easy for us in the West to, you know, put something off as, oh, you know, it's just bad weather, and then somewhere else around the world where, like, you know, they're getting it like 10 times worse, it's like, well, it's happening to
Yeah,
them, it's not happening to
I
me.
mean, in Turkey,
It just breaks my heart.
what happened in Turkey with the earthquake, that's just,
That as
it's
well, yeah.
so devastating. I mean, it's, I can't, I was watching, there's a YouTuber, oh my God, what's his online name? Minute Man. Milo is his name. He's an archaeologist who went to Turkey to do guiding tours of like Göbekli
Oh,
Tepe and these places, and he during that trip had went to he visited some of these villages and towns that had been hit by the earthquake, and that really, because that was the first time I got to see it in another way than just, you know, numbers in the news article.
yeah.
And he talked with people, like they went out around these towns and spoke to people who were like, yeah, this empty lot here, this was a house with a grandfather and 5 children and a mother, and they are all gone, and there's nothing left. And
That's
you
just,
can't even imagine there once was a house there. And it makes me so this is, I don't know, yeah, fuck it, he can go to hell,
yeah, absolutely.
because so my I don't have, I'm not in contact with my parents because of one of them, and it's not my mother, because she's a wonderful little broken person, but his commentary about the earthquakes was in Turkey was that these, and then a bunch of racist shit about people who are Muslim, etc., can't even build houses correctly. And I want to throw up and scream and punch my head in the wall just thinking about having that kind of mindset. So I'm always amazed about people who actually care to do something, because that's not it was not my upbringing. It has not been my personal experience. I mean, I have had help. I have had I have 2 incredible friends who I wouldn't have a bed without them. So, but the whole idea with with helping people, and my greatest frustration with this Scientology thing, because that's something I really am passionate about, is that there is nothing I can do to help, because I can't be a volunteer for the aftermath, because I have nothing to offer. I don't have a car. I live in a tiny apartment. I can't give money because I can't even feed myself. There's nothing. Yeah.
That's not true, honey. We all here at least have one thing we can offer.
And that's
a lending ear.
Hey, let's say hi to Cindy before we go any further, guys.
Yeah.
Hey, Cindy.
Hey, Cindy.
How y'all doing?
What an awesome hair you have.
Thank
Your
you.
hair is awesome.
I'm tired of being bald.
Okay, I'm afraid I'm going to have to leave you now.
Oh,
no.
okay.
Oh, bye, Joe.
I know it's late in the
I took
okay.
a
Thanks
shower,
for
Joe.
joining.
I swear.
Sin, it's nothing personal.
Yeah.
Appreciate you coming on today, Joe. It's great to see you.
All right, take care, everyone.
See you too. Bye.
How's your day going, Cindy?
It's doing pretty well. You know, husband's home. I'm trying to get this to go onto my stream, so I'm trying. Give me a second.
Oh yeah, take your time. Meanwhile, you guys could all go through your channels, make sure everyone knows to subscribe if you want.
Yeah, sorry, I was just finding a link for mine. I've got to
Take your time. We got time.
Okay, I think mine's now up.
I've been posting my son's channel too in the chat if anyone wants to subscribe.
Oh
to
yeah, I
to
heard about your sons. What's he gonna do?
He's gonna be doing like the video game stuff. And
Oh,
some like jokes and stuff I'm gonna do with him and stuff like that.
My sister thinking about.
And if
having
any one of you guys have kids or cousins, we could link the kids, not physically link them, but we could simul screen or any fun stuff if you want.
Yeah, I'm not sure my sister will let my niece get on.
Hey,
there
Poet.
yet, but-
Hey, Poet.
How's your night going?
Well, it's hot.
Oh.
Yeah.
Did you say it's hot or it's fucked?
Huh?
It is.
It's hot here too.
It's damn hot.
Well, it's hot,
Indeed.
and my main air conditioner went out.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh,
You know that happened to us last year.
No.
Yeah, well, the thing is about a decade old, so I got to take it out and look in it and see if it's got this, that, or the other. But the one in my bedroom's working fine, so I just.
Well, that's the important one.
After I get off this, I'm going in there for the rest of the festivities tonight. So.
Yeah.
I don't blame you there, Poet.
I don't blame you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like
Did
that.
you see
Mike's
sorry.
gonna do, yeah.
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 I was
Yeah,
gonna
we
say
gotta
at
make
1
sure.
p.m.
Remind me of the time, guys.
Yeah,
we gotta make sure we're off.
I'm
before-
staying up for that.
Yeah.
Yes.
I
So.
know,
7?
yeah. At least it's 12 for me.
Oh, but it went. Wait. It's
like 7 Central?
1 a.m. for me, so it's
Yeah.
it's 12.
Yeah.
I don't know how you do that thing at when
Yeah,
it goes.
it's
What's
7
12
my
o'clock?
time. I don't know the conversion though. That's math. We don't do math here.
No, same here.
Generally, if you're in the UK, it's 5 hours ahead of East Coast time. Mainland Europe is usually 6 or so. So,
Yep.
right now it's 4:24 here, so
Yeah.
10:24 UK. Blah blah blah.
So
Yeah,
let me
but
just read Jen's
it
comment
would
real
be
quick, guys.
12.
So
Hey,
this was
can
in
I-
regards to the aftermath. She said she offered some tutoring for those returning formal school. You have something to offer, as we all do, only if you have bandwidth, of course.
You know,
Yeah, that's what
But
I want
I-
to
the
do.
thing-
I
I have nothing I can teach anyone. I mean, Egyptology,
you don't have to.
archaeology.
That's all interesting.
Oh
I mean,
yeah.
that really
but
is.
I
You-
You know,
can
but
you-
you have your art, okay,
Yeah,
and we've seen that. So you
Yes,
have your
absolutely.
art.
I could help people with literature,
Exactly.
you know, and stuff
that's
like
fun.
that.
So
I find history fascinating. So, you know,
yeah,
there's
Egyptology and archaeology would be fun for you.
yeah. Yeah, I wanted to be Indiana Jones when I was little.
Who didn't?
Oh, did you
Really?
know the first thing you get when you start the Egyptology program is a hat, and then when you graduate, you get the whip.
But what about the gun?
Oh, well, I have to ask about
Remember,
that.
he
Oh
had the
no,
gun.
we're in
Juliana
Sweden.
saying-
We're in
Oh
Sweden.
yeah,
No
that's
guns.
it. No gun in Sweden.
Is Juliana saying Mike Render's going live in an hour?
Yeah,
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
going live at I think at 7.
7 Central. Yeah.
Yeah, 6 Central. Yeah, 6 Central,
1.5.
7 Eastern. So in about
Nice.
Mine it said 7. So
I'll
and
have
that,
to
you know,
definitely
yeah,
do that.
Yeah, we got to make sure we're off by then
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
And
because I
then-
want to watch that too.
It's
Yeah, I
94 minutes.
Yeah, I
Hello,
figure-
John Sostowski. I got your name right, I hope.
John's the man. Hey,
Dumb.
John.
Hello.
And yes, Jen, Mike Render is
Awesome.
going
Yeah.
on at this evening.
Yeah, with an update.
Hey, can I say something about my channel?
Yeah,
Sure.
go ahead.
Of course.
Y'all, I'm only at 51 subscribers, but I actually got 1,000 watch hours in.
Cool. So
Nice.
cool.
Awesome.
Well, you're doing better on watch hours than me.
Yeah, I got like 120.
I'm just over 100, and
Yeah.
but I have 191 subscribers. So
162.
Nice.
The more time you guys go on, the more subscribers you get. You know what I mean?
Well,
The more
Yeah.
streams.
yeah, and that's
Yeah.
why I'm starting out that Food Talk Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll help big time. Soon.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and I'm
and,
gonna start going on every Tuesdays as well with TIFF 45.
Oh, cool.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm doing a kind of an afternoon. I'm starting it at 1:00 Central, which East Coast is noon, I think. Isn't that right?
No, 2 o'clock.
No, 2 East Coast time. But I'm doing a Friday. I did the very first one this past Friday, and had a couple of people show up, and then I've had a lot of people watch the replay, mainly because I didn't give it a whole lot of warning.
Notice.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm probably going on tonight and going to go ahead and do the scheduling for this week's, and I've invited your Clearwater CHAD to come along.
Yeah, remind me definitely.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
you know, we all have to help each other out. We all should be going on each other's streams. The more
Yeah.
that we stream, guys, like if Cindy goes on with me and we dual stream,
Mhm.
she'll get some of my subscribers and vice versa.
Right.
So we all help each other.
Well, let
Well,
me
Yeah,
say
and that's for anyone coming on mine who want to chat about their COVID love stories.
Yeah.
Ch-
I would love-
chat about
I would-
what?
So I'm wearing a kimono in
Nice.
Cool.
memory
it
of
is pretty, Claire.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
so, so
I would
what-
like to get Cece on. I would really like to see it.
Yeah, that would be so
Oh,
Cece
yeah.
and I could get together
do a
and
cook-off.
do that.
Yeah.
Well, she's already kind of challenged me on that one. Yeah, so we have to get together and figure out how to do that. I
Yeah.
will have issues trying to get the camera into and live stream into my kitchen. That's
Oh,
going to be
yeah.
the challenge.
Don't
But
you have a husband?
I do, but he's usually at work. Or,
Computer.
And you really, I'm not sure I really want him filming. I don't know what he'll
Yeah.
film. Who knows?
Don't wear a low top.
Tripod.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I have a
Tripod.
the key is that I'm having to use my cell phone and I have to direct connect it into my computer, my desktop,
Yeah.
as my webcam. I don't have like a GoPro or something like that I
Yeah.
can
Yeah, you can
connect.
get-
And I don't have, stringing a wire from in here across over the sink and across the aisleway into the kitchen. It's
Don't
probably
do
not a
one
good
on
idea.
it.
But Cindy, you could still keep just doing your just talks for now until you figure that out. You know,
Yeah.
those
Right,
are,
right.
every
Yeah.
time, like I said, those are going to help big time.
Yeah.
Just like these pre-shows help.
Yeah.
You know, even if you don't
Yeah.
Well,
come
I got
on here.
I mean, my thought is if that DC really wants to do sort of a SPtv chopped, which is kind of what I'm thinking is what she's interested in doing. And Cece, if you're on, I thought I saw that you were on earlier.
Yeah, she's on my channel.
Yeah, if you want to email me, you can call me, whatever, and we can see how we can work that out. Maybe we do we have like 4 ingredients that we go get, and then each of us come up with a recipe, and we'll do a video doing something with those things. I don't know however you want to do it. You gave me the challenge. I've accepted the gauntlet. Now it's your turn to plan it.
Well, you could like do the stream, and then whoever gets the most likes or something like that on their channels.
That's a possibility. The key is that if we're cooking off, if we're doing like a cook off, we need to do.
It's getting someone to judge it. That's the thing. Yeah, and
well, that we could use big likes.
Wouldn't that be Claire Headley?
Well, we could do, Claire.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I'd have to have Claire Headley and my
judgment
husband.
over Mark.
Okay, it'd have to be Claire Headley and my husband, so we're even out, and then a third.
Yeah.
Because Cece and Claire are family.
Oh yeah. I forgot about that.
Yeah. Well,
I will happily judge if you want.
Yeah,
awesome.
Speaking
of. The hardest part will be having you make it at the same time, because the only way that you can truly judge it is to taste it.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Or
I'll fly over just for that one stream.
Oh wow, okay.
Or you can get people to make both dishes.
Yeah.
And serve them to their families. And see which one do a survey, see which one their family do, and you can put up on your community pages.
Yeah. Yeah, Cece and I have to
but maybe there are super cooks.
Yeah, that's an easy way. That would be a very easy way for people to, if there's a cook in the in the family or whatever, get them, hey, make these and stuff like that. Well, and I see what gets the best feedback.
Well, I find all of the notorious never ends. Juliana, Chad, Chad has a whole section that's his. But I've done one now for Denver Stevo. I've done one for Juliana, which is the Mojo Tacos, and I did one. It went up last night for Marilyn, and hers is the steak marsala. Cool. And and she gets to play with fire in the kitchen. Because you light the alcohol on fire.
Yes, I know.
Yeah, so you're doing a flambe.
I have a question for you, dear Chef Cindy Fooden. Vegetarian.
I'm kind of scared of where you're going with that.
Do what? I was caught with Steven's comment there. Do you want us to throw them at you or hit you with them or what?
I'll keep my eyes open, but no promises.
I don't know either.
Yeah, it'd be interesting. I think I've seen some at thrift stores around here.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same.
Like you could probably go to Salvation Army and find them cheap.
Yes,
I would like to know.
Yeah, there's
will those who send him these fax machines, will they get pictures, and are those pictures going to be a present or a threat? Because that could really.
Are you wanting your fax machine to become famous?
I was more thinking pictures with him and the fax machine. I want to.
He's going to do a video. I see this coming.
See, my biggest issue would be postage, because is it postage due? Or
it's VOD.
And I'd have to ship it international, because I'm in the States and he's in Canada, and you have to go through customs in order to do that. But if I find one, I'm more than willing to send it to you.
Good old COD. Hi, Joel. Juliana, I have actually linked your page to that recipe now. So, I went in and I did some in the and I need to get with one of you guys. How do you add to your community, or the linked pages? Pages you like.
You do it in your when you customize in the customization page
Yeah.
on your YouTube page, where you have it in your branding. I think where
Okay.
you put in like your profile picture and all that stuff.
Right,
I think
right.
it's in there.
Okay.
Where you add it in there. I don't. It's been a while since
Yeah,
I've done that for mine.
Yeah, I've tried to add some. I think I found it at one time and tried to add
Mhm.
some, and then it just wouldn't add it for whatever. I don't know what its problem was.
Juliana,
But maybe
Juliana,
it was
I got to
it was
organize my
clear
community.
keyboard interface problem, probably somewhere in there. One of those
Yeah.
Yeah.
And all
But
those,
sis,
all y'all
the-
that's on here, let me just say it's an open invitation. From when I'm on at night and y'all see that I'm on, come on in. Tell me you're on. I'll send you a link.
Okay.
You're more than welcome to come on.
Nice. I
Will
didn't know.
do.
All right.
Yeah,
Will do.
I still got some stuff I want to talk to you about. We still need to continue our conversation from.
I
Yeah.
know we
Long
keep
time.
missing each other.
And,
I'm
and you
on-
and I
It
have a lot
happens.
to talk about too.
Yeah, I'm on
Yeah.
a lot now at night after work.
Yeah.
And it all depends on, like Mondays and Tuesdays I'm off now. But
Cool.
if I'm on after work, I'll be like, okay, I know it's going to be a night I can't sleep. I'll just wind down and I'll hop on here at night just to kind of sit and talk and wind down for a little while.
Right.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
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 If I ever have
Cool.
a sleepless night, I will definitely push you up on that.
Well,
the other night I ended
I
up
love
being on. I don't know if
Did you
y'all
see what
seen
Joel
that for
said?
3 hours.
Oh,
Stand back. I have a fax machine and I'm on. I'm not afraid to use it. That's
Nice.
hilarious.
Well, I got a few announcements.
Oh yeah, go ahead, boy.
Yeah. Well, as I've told before, I have one book out. It's a short collection. You can find it on Amazon right now. And then the Scientology haiku and limericks probably be out next week. Was like I'm going on probably this weekend, early next week with Liz Gale, and we're going to talk about publishing and our experiences and other stuff like that. I'm on her schedule, so I don't know exactly when, but everybody will know.
Oh,
And
that's great.
I'm really excited. I just don't want to give too much away.
Yeah.
So if you want to support me and all that stuff, go to Amazon, just put in my name in the Kindle store and it will come right up. It's like the second selection down. It's called Memories Carved in So Much Dust. It's a short collection of stuff I've written over the years. And, I did it to get the experience and stuff because, anyways, lost my train of thought.
Is it poems or short stories or a
Poetry.
mixture?
Poetry. I write poetry. I've tried to write short fiction and everything, but I get bored real easy. I think it's my ADD. It's
Brian,
like
are you saying you're no LRH?
do what?
So are you saying you're no LRH?
Oh no! I'm no hack. I'll tell you that. I might not be the best wordsmith in the world, but I can write sometimes. At least you guys see the stuff that I let people see.
Yeah, it's very good.
Also, I'm going to be doing an anthology for the SPtv community. I'm going to call it. The tentative title is the SPtv Anthology: Art, Photography, Stories, Essays, and Poetry of a Grassroots Phenomenon.
Ooh,
Yes.
nice
And-
title.
Cool.
Yeah, and I've got the setup and everything. I've got the criteria and everything. I'll post it, but basically 5 poems up to 50 lines each. Visual art and photography, 5 images, 400 DPI or greater. Essays up to 1,500 words. Short stories, 10 pages max. And I'll probably do submissions for about a month. That way it can come out sometime before Christmas. And it's going to, and along with my collection, my haikus and limericks 50% of the net profits are going to be donated to the Aftermath Foundation. With the SPtv collection,
Wow.
probably 80 to 85%, a vast majority of that will be donated to the Aftermath Foundation.
Awesome.
People who submit their stuff to me will keep their copyrights. I'm shooting for 300 pages. So I'll be needing people to submit stuff. I don't care what it is. It could be any genre, anything. The only criteria is you have to be an SPtv viewer. It can be an Everends, X's, OSA if they want to send me one.
Yeah,
I don't care.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and you don't have to have your real name, like say Chad. Take a good picture of one of your paintings. I'd put the Jay Leno Smurf, Papa Jay Leno Smurf. Take me a real good picture of that, and it's in there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, and it would be accredited to Clearwater CHAD.
Oh, okay. I can do that. Excellent.
Whatever your handle is in the chat, stuff like that.
Cool.
That way,
Well,
if you want
three.
to, if you want to preserve your anonymity, that's fine. I don't care.
So instead of Chad, I'd have to pick a different name. Am I right?
Yeah, maybe. Who knows?
Maybe something
Who knows?
calzone.
Who knows? And it'll be Kindle, and then I'm trying to figure out how to do it on platforms other than Amazon, and that's one of the things I want to pick Liz Gale's brain about. But yeah, it's a way for
Amazon
us.
sucks.
Well, right now it's the easiest way to get it done for someone with my
I know.
resources and stuff. Because
I'm not faulting you at all.
Yeah.
At all. No.
and stuff, but
I don't know
pretty
that stuff, but I totally
pretty
get
soon, Barnes and Nobles, and then I'm going to be doing the e-commerce myself. I've got t-shirt lines. Mrs. J is doing me and Mrs. J are working on an illustrated version of the collection, which you guys, the pictures are so wicked, surreal. Oh my God. And stuff. So by that time, that'll be available on different platforms and stuff, and autographed copies and stuff. I'll figure out how to get that stuff to people. Do you want any of the photos that I took at the free wins? Sure. It's whatever you want to send. Photos, visual artwork. If you got a painting or something, take a really good digital photo of it. It's just got to be 400 dpi or bigger. That's for the printing process and stuff.
Yeah.
Makes it a lot easier.
So Poet, if I because I'm fixing to have to start on my daughter's Christmas present, which is recipes that go to her cookbook, her low carb cookbook that I made for her last year.
Yeah.
So if I print up some of those recipes, actually I can give you access to all the recipes I have very easily through Google Docs.
Yeah, I'll give out email addresses. You just email me a Word doc, and we're good.
Yeah, like I said, I have Google Docs. I do everything on Google Docs. So
if that's what you want to submit, fine. Yeah.
I could do I could do a couple of things.
A couple recipes. It's just a community thing to, for us to, express ourselves and be a community together.
Okay.
Oh,
No, I think that's amazing.
What happened, Davey?
I just realized something.
What's up?
What?
If I don't know, get a head injury or just get my courage up or something, I can actually contribute then to the aftermath.
Yeah. You can,
that's
and your
awesome.
art is amazing.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Send some of your artwork. That would be amazing. Because
just send me photos like one of your paintings.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll probably be the last half of September and the first half of October. I'll probably do about a 4-week submission period and stuff. And you subscribe to my channel, and it'll be on the community page. It'll be on the Facebook pages and all that stuff. And of course, I'll be talking about it every time I come on here. And when the collection comes out, I want to go do the rounds on all the different channels and stuff and talk about it then. And if I can.
Poet, have you seen some of her artwork? She would be for her to illustrate the cover would be amazing.
I already got the cover done.
Oh, you do?
All that's done. Yes. Now I might contact you about illustrating some other stuff. I've got other stuff in the works, but as far as
her stuff is amazing.
Yeah, but you just give me some. I just need really good digital images and all that stuff.
Because I'm volunteering you, Deviant, for something that maybe just you don't.
So, but if you want to,
I'm so flattered and I don't really know where to go.
If you want to contribute, if you can't contribute financially, but you can contribute creatively. This is a good way to do it, because that's just with me. With with y'all on the chatathon we did for Mike, and I was talking to Doug. Last summer I hit rock bottom, and it's been a slow climbing out process. And this community, because I'm stuck here at home and didn't have a car. My friends were all off doing their lives, and I found the community here that helped bring me out of it. And I was just like, how can I contribute? And then I was laying, that live stream that Aaron did where he was messing around with Chat GPT just got something in me, got my creative juices flowing.
I remember that.
Yeah, I was like, that thing has no soul. It has no soul. I said more than I said. I'm trying to keep this family friendly since we're, but that thing has no soul. I can do better. And then I started working on the limericks and everything, and I was in bed, and my brain goes, dude, Scientology is a 5-syllable word.
Oh gosh.
Wow.
Yeah, I swear, I had no control over it. It was just like. Within a space of about 6 weeks, I wrote 30 haikus and about 10 limericks, and then and stuff that the ones I've done videos on and all that stuff. Every one of them is going to be in the collection. Hell, you want me to? I can read a couple for you.
Yeah.
What Juliana just said is honest to God true. It has saved a lot of people outside of Scientology. I mean, like you, Poet. I mean, I was spending with my back. I was spending all my time playing World of Warcraft, for Christ's sakes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm not doing that anymore. And it gave me, I had been kicking around doing a channel for a while, but it gave me the gumption, I guess, or the push to actually do it. And I'm having a ball with it.
Well, I started my channel first. Like, it was back in December. Some crap was going on, and I was thinking about, that's when I first started watching the channels and stuff. Chris Shelton, Aaron, those were the two main ones. John Atack and all those guys. And then I was toying around with it, and I was talking with one of my oldest friends, who's also a poet. She is a very, very good poet. And I told her what my idea, and she was like, do it. And then I was like, okay.
It's really interesting. One of the things that I've kind of figured out in all of this, and especially as we're starting to do these lives, it's becoming even more so, is that we're all kind of a family now.
It's like, we're all here for a certain purpose. We all have this thing in common. Someone has different religious beliefs, this beliefs, that beliefs, political beliefs, but we don't. We leave that at the door, and if someone brings it in, Goldie gives them the smackdown. Like she had to do today. I don't know who saw who saw that.
I missed it.
No, there was this dude in it was on Jenna Miscavige's live. There was this dude.
Really?
There's this dude in the channel, and he started off going Trump 2024, and then And then I guess and then he was like some other stuff, and Goldie was like, no, and I went in and I was like, hey man, choose your audience, you know. And then he was rude. He was rude to me, and people got on him, and Goldie had to put him in timeout, and then he smoothed out after a while. But I don't think it was the Osa troll or anything like that. It was just this dude from Japan whose second language is probably English. They do things different over there than we do, but you know. But we have this thing in common, and it brings us all together. And in this world where community seems to have taken a back seat to a lot of things, it's good that this tool is available to all of us.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, I'll get off my soapbox now.
No, that was great. I didn't know that. I've seen a little of Jenna Miscavenging, but I couldn't watch the whole thing.
It was interesting. It was her and Aaron. I can tell that she is trying to get used to it, to opening up and all that stuff. Basically, and it was only on her channel. And basically, Aaron just asked her questions and stuff like that. So,
it's really good to see her.
Oh yeah.
You know, her experiences are just incredible. Mm-hmm. And you know, she was treated slightly differently than the others, just because of who she was. But she was still treated so badly. Oh, and you know, how do you do that to family? How do you do that to family? You know,
I don't
You're
know.
a psychopath.
Yeah. It's like, and that could lead me into this poem, one of the limericks I want to read.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
This is called Captain COB version 1. There's more. There's this guy we'll call Lil Davy. He's captain of a pretend quasi-navy. Quicksilvered wrath, a little psychopath. He might be a bit batshit crazy.
Just a bit.
Just a bit.
That was awesome. That was
awesome.
On the back of that, I'm going to do a little show and tell of some merch that I bought.
Oh, nice.
Cool.
Oh, wow.
I've had to reorder because I really wanted the picture behind, which is the Claire Bear mug. And I wanted that to be what I show to everyone because obviously I'm a Claire as well. Yeah. And so I will be getting that one. But so I have a wear a shirt.
Yeah, once I get monetized, I have an idea for doing an apron. Have y'all seen the little SPtv logo that I put on my videos up in the corner? You'll see it in the upper right hand side.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it's there throughout the whole video, and it disappears at the very end, and it comes in right at the beginning. But anyway, it's a pan with steam coming up off of it, and that part of the steam is SP, and then it says TV.
No, I have seen that one. Yeah.
Yeah. That I want to put that on an apron.
That would
cool.
be so fun.
Oh yeah,
I don't have any merch ideas.
Oh, I've got all kinds. Like
I won't be doing merch.
Yeah, my all my haikus.
Oh yeah.
You're gonna be able to get one of those on a shirt.
That'd be cool.
I have a Goldie line that I'm toying with, and eventually, like if you like one of the illustrations in the illustrated version, you get that on a shirt. You know, there's all kinds of stuff you can do.
That's so fun.
I feel like all y'all channels you can do merch.
Yeah, but you do a lot of artwork, don't you? Just put that on a T-shirt or on a mouse pad.
Yeah, you do whatever original artwork you do.
Yeah,
take really good digital images of it and go on. There's like I think it's Fourth Wall. You have to have like 500 subscribers.
Yeah,
but there's other avenues besides Fourth Wall. Like Mrs. J is helping me out with all this. Which I can't wait till she gets back. She's on a much deserved vacation right now. And when she gets back, we're going to continue another episode of Weed and Poetry. This one will be on Coleridge, Samuel Taylor Coleridge, if anybody's ever heard of him. He's a really good poet. And okay, something's caught my attention.
Caught your
Anyways,
attention.
yeah, so it was what Steve was saying there. He was still talking about politics.
Politics, yeah. Well, I mean, really and truly, a lot of these channels are really not the place for that.
Oh no,
You know,
there's plenty other places on
Yeah.
online.
Yeah, I think he was saying not to talk about. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what he was saying. Is
You know,
that
it's
that's
kind
how
of,
it is.
we're already talking a quote unquote religion, but you know,
Yeah.
there's places that you do that kind of stuff, and in polite society, two things you don't talk about is politics and religion, because they can get really heated.
Yeah, and you
Yeah.
had relationships in there too.
Yeah, I
Yep.
mean, it's,
PRR.
yeah. So you know, keep the
Yeah.
politics out. We're already dealing with a religion, or quote unquote a religion, and you know, and so why do we need to go about adding that in?
Well, it's like
That's hard.
Cindy, even with me and my channel, I really kind of watch kind of how I talk about what I talk about with with religion, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's
Yeah,
one of them that it's a slippery slope.
Yeah, because you can be.
Exactly.
Oh, what do you
Still-
got there, Deviant?
It's about respect at the end of
Yeah.
the day.
What is that? Ian?
Is that an earring?
Is that lace?
Looks like an ear.
Snowflake,
It's a granny square
Granny Square.
Tiny one.
Yeah.
Lace.
because I'm gonna do a quilt with granny squares.
Cool.
So I have,
A whole quilt.
Excellent.
Yeah, cool.
yeah, it was in
Tiny
order.
quilt.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Oh,
I do miniatures.
So you need to have a giant, a lot of them squares.
You have more
Cute.
patience than I.
You have oh my god, you do dolls' houses. Oh, cute.
Yeah. Teeny,
Cool.
tiny, and the smaller.
There's
pretty.
a program where they do miniatures.
Oh,
Can't think of what it's called, but like they sort of each week they do like a different room of this massive doll's house.
You know, the
yeah.
first female detective ever was the one that did miniatures.
No.
Yeah, she did it just like Deviant. She did these
Wow.
miniatures just like that. Yeah,
So
and then
Do you make those parts or get them prefabricated?
no. I make everything
Cool.
myself.
Nice.
Deviant, show your house again.
That you can pass on to extra ontologists.
The house is
Yeah, show your house. See, like the Deviant, how she did her house like that. The
Yeah.
first female detective, she
Not
did it kind of like
finished.
that, but in a real live crime scene.
Yeah,
She put out the crime
Oh.
scene.
that was how CSI started. Yes.
Yes. And she was not only the first female detective, but she was the first one to put out how
Joel.
people should go about processing a crime scene. Because back then, they didn't know.
Yeah.
And that's how murders were
Yeah.
getting away with.
Well, they didn't have photography as well either, or good photography.
No,
so
they
were doing
didn't.
that.
Right.
So
Are-
Joel
this
is
is
saying that
happening-
Deviant's making a house for little Davy.
Yeah.
He is not allowed in my house.
I'm so looking forward to getting my
It's a good
troll,
idea,
troll,
though.
of the
So, yeah.
troll of the howl or whatever.
Oh,
Good
you,
idea.
you ought to do a recreation of the musical Chairs game in.
Oh, the whole-
Yeah.
I got it.
Do-
How
do-
sadistic.
Yeah, do
Yeah,
like
literally.
do different
She's like, how
scenes.
sadistic of you.
I was gonna say that might be hard on some people.
But
Yeah.
you never know, and like do something like
I love
pictures
recreations.
of it. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Actually, Deviant, that would be pretty cool, though, if you could do, like, all the little Scientology buildings.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, the
imagine
problem
doing,
is
like,
I've never
God.
been at any of those.
just
I've
having
never
pictures.
seen a Scientologist in real life.
There's all
Or
kinds of
a
pictures.
Scientology
There's
building
pictures
in
everywhere.
real life.
I'll go past the London one. I'll send you a video.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That'd be
you can.
really
You,
cool, though. Have this
there's-
little, like, village set up of all the different worldwide orgs.
So that's like so
Yeah.
You put Mike's bobblehead in the middle, right?
yeah, you
Right.
could do like Int Base, and then like the downtown Clearwater area, or because there's all kinds of pictures out there where
Well-
you can get them from different perspectives and
Yeah.
all that
Well,
stuff.
then they have pictures of certain rooms
He's
in there,
kind of
like
big
L.
for
Ron
the
Hubbard's
house.
office. They have some pictures of that.
That's cool.
It's all right. It's all right, Devian. It will be like the Barbie movie.
There you go.
Giant on the beach. If anyone's seen the Barbie
You
movie,
could do
yet.
the one with Mike.
Mike lost his head over that idea.
Hey,
No.
hey, that happened to me too. I dropped him one time and his head flopped off, and I was just like, oh.
Oh, I actually took it off because it was too well glued on.
Yeah.
So I took it off
wasn't popping
and I'm
wouldn't
gonna no, I'm just gonna glue it on there again. It just melted like if you have a glue gun or something.
Yeah.
So, and I have glues. I have so much glue. You don't even
You could
know.
totally
There
do
is
that
so
as,
much
like,
glue.
Mike being the large Mike renderers coming through, smashing all the buildings.
It's like Godzilla. Is that what
Yeah.
Yeah, stomping on them.
Or Attack of the 50-foot Mike Render.
Yeah. Oh my god! And then you need to do like a little stop motion video of it.
There you go.
So
Just to give you more work. Oh, that's so
I
cute.
made. This is me
That's
because
pretty.
I'm a letter child. I don't know what you call it in English. I have
You don't have much
ADHD and
education for that.
PTSD. So I like to start projects, but then I start another project and another project. And
That's
if I
Oh.
get
me,
ready,
yeah, that
when
is
I'm
me.
ready, I overwork it.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought, okay, I got to do something that I can just finish. So this is scale 1 to 87.
Mm-hmm.
And if you take away this part,
What? That is cool.
Cool.
Very nice. That is beautiful.
That is you. Do you
That
use
is
like
some
a?
dedication
Do you
right
use like
there.
a
Really?
like a like a
Wow.
really powerful magnifying glass or?
no. And the
I
thing
can
is
see
that
Deviant with
I'm
those
really,
glasses that you bring
it
down the
doesn't
one.
show that much now because I have taken like not heart rate,
Blood pressure.
Inderal. Yeah, blood pressure lowering, and it helps with my hands, but I'm really shaky. So
Mhm.
and I have ticks in my hands. So sometimes I sit with like this chair. I don't know how many times I have done chairs like this, and then suddenly my hand just click,
Mm-hmm.
and it's coffee wood. It's firewood. So it's just start over, and I do that.
Oh, so you use wood to fabricate the parts.
Yeah, mostly wood.
Mostly wood.
Some papers. I have in here is a bookcase. I don't know how well you can see it, but there's a bookcase.
That's
And
cool.
I did every single one of those books by hand with pages that are openable. And then I realized if I can, I had to glue them together. I didn't want to because I wanted to be able to take out some
Yeah.
writings in them and stuff.
Cool.
Nice.
But
So-
it was like a hurricane had went
So-
by. And sorry.
So Joel, I'll start with mine
Yep, go ahead, Cindy, yeah.
on your question. Many of you know I have 3 German Shepherds, and then my son has a service dog. He is an epileptic, so it's a seizure dog. And as many of you guys know, one of my dogs has been very ill for the last 3 weeks.
Yeah.
She is actually doing better. She's not
Good.
eating like she should, but she right now I'm coaxing her. I'm feeding her whatever she'll eat. But she is doing much better. She can get up on her own and move around on her own now.
That's good.
She's, in fact, I don't know if you can hear her in the background. She's telling me that she wants some attention. So, I mean, this is good. And so, yes, I have 3 German Shepherd dogs, 2 solid blacks. The old lady, the one that's been sick, her name is Sabbath, and she's a solid black. I'm sure you guys can make the connotation.
Yeah.
Her Casey is my rescue dog. He was a dog that my best friend got as a puppy right before she found out that she had stage 4 breast cancer. And so she got it metastasized very quickly, and she passed 2 years ago. It'll be in October. And I basically, she and I used to show dogs together. And so I told her family that if Casey had nowhere to go, he had a home at my house. So I have him.
Cool.
And then I have my young dog, my young solid black. His name is Ozzy. Again, I'm sure you can make the connotation. But anyway, he was my 2020, you know what, baby. And so I didn't get him out to socialize. So he's not as social as I like to have my dogs. He basically has been with me, and I've been holding the whole time. So he gets separation anxiety if he can't get to me. So, but that's my 3.
I have 3. My oldest is named Bella. I got her when I was stationed in New Mexico. She's a 30-pound German. The paperwork said she was a German short-haired pointer mix. But yeah, she's 11. And then I have a now he'll be 9 in November. A Chihuahua named George. I didn't name him after George Lucas. I named him after I actually named him after a Bugs Bunny cartoon.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
You know the one with the abominable snowman? Goes,
Yeah.
Love it. Yeah. I was when I was down in Texas.
I was going to say Georgia of the Jungle.
Yeah, sometimes I'll sing that to him, but it was the Looney Tunes, the one with the little dog that goes, "Which way did he go, George? Which way did he go?" Yeah, shut up. So I was sitting out in the backyard. It was when I was living in Texas, and I was sitting out in the backyard, and I actually have pictures. I was taking some pictures of him, and I looked at him, and that cartoon came into mind. And then I have a 3-year-old. He's a white lab, beagle, blue heeler mix named Phil.
Ooh.
Yeah. I didn't name him. One of my friends suggested the name. I'm like, okay, because he could be a different Phil, different day of the week.
Oh yeah.
Phil Donahue, Phil this, Phil that.
Phil Collins.
Phil Collins, Phil Coulson,
There you go.
Phil Hartman. There's all kinds of Phils out there that are famous. Yeah, he is like you. I got him in 2020, and at a time when a bunch of bad shit started happening. So yeah, he's kind of my emotional. He gets a lot of hugs. I'll tell you that.
Aww.
That's cool.
Yeah, he gets a lot of hugs.
Yep.
Well, I have a cat back home with my parents, which is my cat technically, but my mum wouldn't let me bring her to London. She's now 15, 16.
Wow.
A really small, skinny, but long-haired cat, just like a moggy cat. She was born of 2 strays, but one had been domesticated. But not. And then where I live now in London, we have a white cat, short-haired cat that just molts constantly. Downstairs, the indoor cat. And actually, Joel, when I saw your comment earlier about your donations, there was a cat that I saw the other day that I went back to today to see if it was still around, but it wasn't, so hopefully it is actually someone's cat. But yeah, I was going out the other night and this cat came up to me, and obviously cats are very friendly anyway, but it was particularly filled with dramatic. So I was just a bit worried that maybe it was like someone had kind of kicked it out, but I went back today and couldn't find it, so so I was a bit thankful, because I don't really have obviously anywhere to keep the cat, but yeah, sort of I can't. It sort of breaks my heart to think that any animals are out there without a cat.
Yeah. Well, like pets can't choose. We bring them in. We bring them into our lives. And-
Yep.
A pet is for life, not just for Christmas.
Yeah.
But and to say about the not choosing the cat that's actually in my house here in London. So the boy, one of the guys who's like been in the house for ages, it's kind of technically his cat. But when the people that brought the cat was actually his previous housemates from like years ago, and they really wanted the cat to love them. So they fed it, they sort of would stroke it and everything. He is the one that would scoop up the poo, and the cat loves him. The cat will not leave him alone. And the cat's a boy, and my housemate's gay, so we keep saying that the cat's gay. So
yeah, well, yeah, they can. They can't choose who's their favorites. Like my dog Bella, she is very, very protective of me. And when I first moved back here, my brother was living with me, and his girlfriend would come here all the time, and she'd bring her dogs with her. And she had a couple small ones, and I remember one of them, a little black one, was coming up to me, and Bella jumped up in my lap, looked at her, growled, and then licked my face and looked right back at her. I was like, I wish I could get a actual two-legged woman to love me that much, But yeah, all joking aside, yeah, they do choose in a way, but we're the ones who bring them into our lives.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Who else was left to answer the?
Yeah.
Deviant.
I have yeah, sorry,
It's okay.
I have no, I can't talk about it. I
That's
don't
okay.
have
That's
a
okay.
neighbor that's
That's okay.
pretend he's your friend, and it will end badly.
That's
for
okay. You
those
don't have to
around.
answer.
That's okay.
I don't have any pets because I don't really have time to. And a pet, as you guys know, hopefully you agree.
Yeah.
It's fine if you don't disagree, but you got to put time. You got to be there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, that's
You
why
do.
I don't have a dog. I just can't.
Well, it's like it's like right now I'm single. I'd like to be able to just jump in my car and go travel, but I got my dogs I got to worry about and stuff. So
I agree with you, Joel, on that last comment you just
I'll
made.
post that one. Yeah. Yep.
You really do have to plan, especially you never know what's going to happen. You could walk out the door and get run over by a bus. We don't know, but always have a plan for what's going to happen to your pets. So just like you would your children, what's going to happen there.
People so often don't.
Wendy didn't have a plan, and so I made one for her. And that's how I ended up with Casey. And it's very important. And the thing you have to realize is that, there's some pets, birds are one of them, that live over 100 years old. So you literally have to will birds to someone, and have that plan in place, because the bird is very likely to outlive you.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
Yep.
Good point there.
Yeah.
So
right.
Does everyone want to plug your channels again? Because we're getting kind of close. We probably want to record too. Yeah, go ahead, guys.
Yeah. Well, my channel is called From a Poet. Oh, I'm not streaming this on there right now. Sorry about that. I forgot to do that. But it's just type in From a Poet on YouTube, and there's poetry about everything. I do videos about different poets and stuff like that. So it's a poetry channel. So.
Cool.
I am Sinful Good or at Sinful Good. I try to do content every day, at least one. Sometimes I get 2 or 3 up. I'm I started last week, but I'm really going to get into it starting this week, a Food Talk Friday, which is basically we kind of talk about anything. But one of the things that I am kind of pushing on that is, let's talk about food. What do you like? What can we do? I've actually said what we might do is do a recipe brainstorm. So we all write a recipe, and that type of stuff. So that's kind of what I do. Try to give you a little bit of facts, a little bit of food safety, because food safety to me is very important. It's not.
Oh yeah.
It's not, a lot of people. I have one person who's concerned about poisoning her family, and I'm telling her, as long as you do, get to these temps and you take care of, wash your hands in between meat and everything else, wash your hands after you handle eggs, that type of stuff. You won't poison your family. So, doesn't matter what you do, you won't poison them. So anyway, so that's kind of what I'm doing. And, I do want to plug, hopefully she's still on. And I do this on my channel, especially on Food Talks Fridays. I do plug this. We have 2 SPtv cooking channels. There's mine at Sinful Good, and the other one is at Cece's Comfort Cooking. And that's Cece. And both of us, I kind of watch her channel, see what she's doing. So I try not to do what she's doing. But both of us are working together to try and some of these people coming out of the Sea Org, they've never seen a kitchen. And so hopefully we can give them some things to try and be successful at.
Yeah, I've not even thought about that, but that's really good.
That's a good idea. That's great.
So I can go next. I am the ethical tailor. I have a channel that is teaching sewing skills. I've done one so far, but it's what I want to have as a regular is voicing over some of my videos, because all my videos are without sound, or without voiceover anyway.
Yeah.
So I do that whilst having the video running. I then do that with the live chat. And I'm not sure what day I'm going to do that on, but I'm thinking I'll do a stream tomorrow and Wednesday as well, just because then I'm busy at the end of the week. And then I'm also doing a Cloven Love Stories stream, where I basically talk about whatever I'm wearing that day, and the sort of stories behind it, when I bought it, how long I've had it, and kind of places that I might have worn it at, and then sort of going into the material and things that it's made of. And that's kind of something that I would like to invite anyone that wants to come on to sort of talk about their own clothing love stories, or people can send me in photos. And my email is on my about page on my channel. And then I'm going to be doing some streams soon that are sort of unraveling fast fashion and going through some legal documents, if I can actually find any, because they're keeping them quite well hidden. That goes along with my conspiracies behind fast fashion. But I don't know what day that's going to be on, and that is going to be a collab with the Wonderful Witness as well. So so that would be really lovely. Thank you.
Nice. Brandy?
My channel is Christ Anxiety. It's mainly on the anxiety of religion, but it's also just a free to talk channel. Everybody comes on just to chat, hang out, talk. We talk about anything and everything. What's on people's minds, or what their anxiety could be troubling them that day. Just anything. I've been trying to come on a lot more, trying to work that in with my schedule. So definitely try to see more on late nights. I come on more late at night now, so definitely people watch out for that. And also I'll be doing more on Tuesdays with Tip 45. We're going to be doing that as well. And like I said, anybody on here, y'all are more than welcome to come on as well. I'll be popping on later at night. And if anybody has any ideas or want to come on or anything like that, shoot me an email, christanxiety@gmail.com. So
That's good.
Yeah,
I'm more than happy
Yeah,
to
that's important
have
stuff you
anybody on.
talk about on your channel.
Oh, by the way, y'all, I'm going through another training at work, so I'm getting promoted.
Cool.
Oh,
Where,
excellent.
where are you
nice.
working? Where are you working?
I'm working customer service.
Customers.
So the area I'm in now is just like the first tier,
Mhm.
and I'm moving up to another tier.
Do you do
And
that
so
from
I'm-
home?
Yeah,
Okay, that's cool.
yeah. And so actually the week of 9/11, I
Mhm.
start that training, and it's for like 2
Wow.
weeks. So I have
Yes.
a week of training and a week of nesting.
Excellent.
Oh,
Awesome.
that reminds me.
Congratulations.
On the 10th, I have to look this up right quick, but on the 10th, if anybody is in the central Arkansas area, at the Faulkner County Library, the poet laureate of Arkansas, here, let me look up her name. She is going to be doing, her and another one, her name is Suzanne Underwood Rhodes. The poet laureate of Arkansas is going to be doing a lecture at the Faulkner County Library. I think it's at 2 p.m. So I'm going to be there. Damn straight, I'm going to be there.
That's cool.
Yeah.
And my friend Michelle that I talked about earlier, she actually told me about it. The person, the man who's doing the reading with Miss the poet laureate is a colleague of hers. So maybe I'll get a chance to meet her. You know, that would be cool.
Oh, that would be so lovely.
Yeah.
Maybe you could do an interview.
Yeah.
Maybe, but
Obviously
I don't.
not big, but,
I don't want to go up there and go, hey, my name's Brian. I run a YouTube channel. Want to smoke weed and read
Oh,
poetry?
no.
With me? No.
You lead into it over time.
course.
I'm just saying.
Of course. Yes, of course.
That would
Believe me.
Hello, Marcus.
Hey, Marcus.
Hey, Marcus.
Hey.
Gumbo.
Hey, guys, before we get off the subject of the channels, I just wanted to plug my son's channel. I've been posting in the chat. It's at
He started one?
JimmySlaves357. Yeah, he's going to be doing some gaming, and we're going to be doing some pranks and stuff like that on it.
Cool.
So if anyone has any nephews or anything, we could do a stream too. You know, if we can get something going down the line.
I have a nephew who games.
Okay, if he's got a channel.
I don't think he's got a channel. I'll have to talk to my sister because he's like 15. Yeah, he just turned 15 not too long ago.
Okay. Well, that's a little old, but you never know.
Yeah.
My kid's
Also
9.
have
How
one.
old?
My
How
son's
old is
9.
No, that's fine. Yeah, because I was going to say my niece is going to be 18 in November. So.
Yeah. You never know.
But I don't know, like, if my sister would let her do anything like
Yeah,
that.
15, 12. I got 15, 12, 5, and 2. Yeah. My sister has 4 kids.
That's cool. Yeah, you never know.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
Juliana.
Don't forget, guys, later, I'm just trying to, in case I don't want, because I'll forget stuff later.
Yeah.
Don't forget Mitch Brisker will be on the After Gathering tonight.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah. I'm always so gutted that I can't see them live.
I would
Yeah.
love to get on the after party. So if you guys have room at any time, give me a call.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm game.
Yeah, I always say to Juliana, I'm like, if anyone's off sick.
If you need,
But I
hey
can't.
Chad,
Juliana, bitch with an M.
if you ever need anybody to pinch hit for the after party, I'll
All right.
throw my
All
hat
right,
in the
well,
ring.
yeah, definitely. I'll let you know. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, we're probably gonna just go to like another 20 minutes because I want to get ready for the
for my I gotta
Yeah.
get off here. Yeah, I'm gonna get off here in a minute too because I want to get me something to snack on right quick.
Yeah.
And then hold up in my
Whoever
room.
has it, Juliana or Chad, or is this on Mike's channel or?
Yes.
No?
I believe so.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
on Mike's channel.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's an update. Yeah.
And then wasn't here? Let me check. But didn't Aaron? Okay, you weren't. If you didn't see this,
Yeah,
on,
so Aaron's already gone live.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
because
already live.
him and
He's
Reese.
gone early because of obviously Mike's update. So.
Yeah, because he said him and Reese were going to do something. It's
He
like
used to, yeah. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah.
Chloe.
Actually,
yeah, they're going.
That-
They're actually on right now.
He
I
used
put
to go
a
live
link.
religiously at 7. You know what I mean? That's why we
Yeah.
started doing this. Doesn't matter.
I put a link in there for Mike's update.
Oh yeah. How dare he ruin our schedule?
I know.
It's,
You know, that's the thing. That's the thing.
It's like he
about
has his
Aaron.
own mind.
Oh yeah, that's the thing about Aaron, and you know, trying to plan around me doing something, trying to plan around Aaron is you never know when he's gonna go
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
So,
and that's the beauty about YouTube. There's always replay.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
and stuff like that. And you know, I can remember just several months ago where there was only a couple channels, and now we got all this variety.
There's a lot. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a
Yeah.
lot. And so,
Yeah, and so it's like sometimes I was like, oh, I'll be like a week behind on something, and something else will come up. I'm like, oh, I'll go back to that later and forget about it because something more interesting comes up.
yeah.
I've got
Well, what's
so many
funny is
half-watched videos.
Yeah, what's funny is when I was trying to figure out when to do Food Talk Friday, is I went and looked at my analytics to see when most of my people were on, and then I thought, okay, well, is there anybody else on about this time? So that's kind of how I figured out how to do it.
Oh, that's good. That's a good way to do it.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna jump off here, fellas.
All right. Have a
I'll-
good night.
Nice, good
I'll
to
see
you.
I'll see y'all in the chat. Deviant,
Alright.
be good.
We'll be over there at Mike's
I'm gonna
here in
post your
a
book
few
in the
minutes.
chat again.
Send me some pictures. I'll let it. Like I said, I'll let everybody know about everything coming up when it happens.
Sounds good.
Okay,
Sounds good.
I'll see y'all later.
See you in a bit.
Bye,
Yeah,
Deviant.
let's do any last words, guys. Like I said, because we want to get ready.
Well, do you want to say a couple of things? If you're in here, go to everybody's channel and press like. Everybody who's streaming, I don't know who all is, but I know I am. Press like. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe. Also to Chad's channel. If you haven't subscribed and you haven't pressed like, smash that like button and subscribe.
Thank you.
Claire's channel, all of us, we all have
Yep.
channels. So you show the love, and we will be, like I said, I'm doing a Friday, and we will try to be here every Monday for you guys.
Yep.
Anybody
I've
else?
put Poet's book in the chat as well. So
Oh, cool.
So hopefully that's a clickable link.
Yeah, I threw out a quick. I have an ad that I do. It's basically in all of the chats that I go to. I will do this. Here, I'll do it again. Oh, wrong one. That is basically CC in my our channels. Like I said, I try to also support her as well.
Yeah,
That's great. You guys kind of work together.
Yeah, that's the one for both of us. If you see that ad in any of the chats, that's what I'm doing.
Nice.
Anybody else?
Anyone else?
Just realised that maybe the Amazon link is only going on my channel.
I'm throwing it in StreamYard.
I see some stuff in StreamYard, Claire. I see where it says it.
Yeah,
I see it in
no, that's
StreamYard.
fine. Yeah, maybe because I've linked my stream with yours, so maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
If it's not, head over to my channel. You can click on the link.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I don't see because I actually watch StreamYard and then I have Chad's stream up here.
I'm
here
gonna
somewhere.
copy your what you did.
Oh, the
and post it so then it goes in mine as well.
Yeah.
So then people
Awesome.
can come back and watch my channel. There we go.
Awesome. Yeah, it's if we all can kind of wander around and put an ad for everybody, just kind of especially like Aaron. Aaron, I understand what he's doing. He's supporting those that have been in Scientology, but he is a huge platform. So a lot of times, because I know that I'm probably not going to be anybody who he ever gets on his channel, which would be awesome, but it's not going to happen. you know, so I'll go into the chat and I will kind of periodically throw that ad out there just so that, you know, because he gets 3,000 people in there. And yeah, maybe they're not seeing it, but, you know, at least it's out there.
At least it's there. Yeah, someone
Yep.
will.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I was just thinking actually, you saying that sort of with ads, maybe we could put together, or if someone else wants to put together, a little like an ad that sort of represents all of the different sort of Neverend channels, that maybe we could sort of like put on our streams.
Mm-hmm.
Just
Yeah,
a
like
little-
I get what you're saying, like a little
cognitive
video ad
thing.
for all of us
Yeah,
to-
that would be
to put
quite
out there
cool.
for all the other streams to kind of
And-
play.
What, you know what
the
I would
more,
think?
The more streams we do together, it doesn't
Yeah.
have to be a pre-show, but if we do 3, 4 people, 5 people
Yeah.
in a different show,
Yeah.
that helps everyone's channel. It doesn't just help
Yeah.
the one person's.
Oh,
You
yeah,
know,
exactly.
and one of the things we might do is see if we can get with Kelly. Kelly does some beautiful intros. And if we can get with Kelly and maybe have Kelly do a series of intros.
Yeah, just be careful with her intro. She uses copy. Well, for her it's okay because she pays for the copyrights. But
Right.
I get copyright strikes when people play that on my channel, so I absolutely could not have that on my channel.
Really?
Yep, I
Oh,
got
wow.
2 of them. Yeah, I can't have that at all. So just be
no.
careful unless you're gonna pay for the which is fine. I'm thinking
The
about getting
songs?
it
Are you
myself.
talking about the
Yeah.
music?
Yep.
Yeah,
It's only
Yeah.
a split second.
Yeah.
So just be careful.
My editor came with a bunch of music in there, and the other thing I do is I hit Slipstream, and so as long as I put a credit in the description, I'm usually covered. I had a couple where they came back and they said I had a copyright, but it wasn't a strike. It was just it didn't affect it at all.
It was an advisory. Right?
Yeah, basically, and basically what it was like I had forgotten to put the credit in there, and so I went back and put the credit in. So
it's all learning curve, you know.
Yeah.
Also, we could talk to Miss J too, because she does a lot of that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she does. Yep.
Yeah.
So
But
you know, if we
actually-
could get
You just don't want to get those copyright strikes when you have them.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
your channels will be monetized
Claire,
soon
if
enough.
you want to get with me, because I
Yeah.
know you have a list of pretty much a lot of us that are here, right? And
Uh-oh.
we could like get together and put a list together, and like maybe if you want, me and you can get with Miss J and see if we could get like, if it's okay with everybody else here,
I'm
to
fine with
get
it.
a little intro for us.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
If Deviant and Sin and Chat are okay with it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
once you
I
have
think it'd be-
copyrighted material, it's fine.
Yeah.
Or,
I mean, I think it would be
you know,
really
whenever
cool
I
to be
do, I'm sort of-
Yeah, I think it'd be really cool to be able to, like, in these live streams, especially where we're all kind of together doing this type of stuff, to have an intro. I mean, you know, Mark and Claire do the Blown for Good, that thing that they do, and Aaron does the AA Run thing, and so to have something that we could do, just to throw up in the advance. And then an outro. I mean, even the after party, Marilyn has that great, or you guys have that great intro and outro that you have,
Yeah.
that Marilyn's son did.
Yeah.
You know, so
Julie's
something like
the
that would be really
mastermind
cool.
behind the
Yeah.
how to do all that stuff. Like she even changed my background. Like,
Did
you
she?
know, usually,
Oh, yeah, I
like,
saw
yeah.
that.
Yeah, as we were like speaking. Yeah, you know, I just use the stock one, and she looks terrific when she changes it.
Yeah. Yeah, I see. I need to get with her and learn some of this. I still haven't figured out how to start that stuff.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
I
not
can
too
do
hard.
that.
It's when you're on. I could show you too. When you're on StreamYard, you just kind of
Okay.
just hit the star.
Yeah, I didn't see
yeah.
it when I was on Friday, so I wasn't sure quite how to do it. So didn't do any
Yeah,
of that.
definitely just get with one of us. We can show you.
Yeah.
Awesome.
But speaking
what
of
I mean.
which, the next 2 weeks, for the next 2 Mondays, I
Uh-huh.
probably won't be able to come in, just so y'all are aware.
I'll send you
I
the
will
invite
be
just in
at that
case. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't been able to come in the last couple of weeks because Sabbath was sick.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
There's no big, you know, I send the invite and whoever can come can come.
mhm.
Yeah, I can come on the weekends for the next 2 weeks, but
Well,
not-
I mean, I'm
Oh,
gonna have
it's a
to
shame.
change
I'm
my
away this
schedule. Yeah.
weekend. But maybe we
I'm
can
gonna-
do something the weekend after.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm down
So what
for
do you want to
weekend
change
stuff
your?
for sure.
What are you thinking about changing your schedule to, Chad?
Well, it's not that I mean, when I go back to work, I probably won't be able to do So we're looking at, like mid-October, November. We'll see.
Speaking of
We'll let you
mid-October, November, I've told my family that they're probably having Thanksgiving in late September, early October,
You need
because
to get that video, Joe.
I have to get the videos done,
Yep.
and then they'll have Christmas dinner and on Thanksgiving,
Yep.
So they're aware of that now. It ought to be interesting, turkey in September,
Oh no, I love it. I love it. It
I'm
reminds
gonna
me
do
of
it.
working retail.
Yeah, I'm going to do a couple of things. I'm going to do a traditional turkey, so I can show stuffing and all that other stuff. But I think I'm also going to smoke a turkey breast, and
Nice.
I won't fry one. And the reason is that I won't fry one is it's dangerous as all get out. I don't have the equipment, and you have to be guys, if you're out there and you think about frying a turkey, do keep this aware. One, your turkey has to be very dry, very dry. The second is before you, like a few days before you go to fry your turkey, set everything up, put water in, measure the amount, set the turkey in there and measure how much water it takes to fill it to where you'd put the oil, because you don't want to fill it up and have the oil and then put the turkey in and the oil overflow. That's what causes the problem.
Or not enough, and then you have to put in more, and then your oil's not hot enough again.
Right. So if you're thinking about frying a turkey, which I won't do, and I
We
wouldn't
do it every year.
suggest, but definitely do some research on that and make sure that you're using the right amount of oil and you're not going to have it overflow and create a fire. So just saying.
Well, Cindy, how about, since we fry the turkey every year, I could fry one and just send you the video.
You could do that. Yeah. See, if you have a lot of it, I don't do fried turkey, so I have never done it. So that's part of the reason why I wouldn't feel comfortable doing it, especially instructing people to do it, because I've never done it. I just know, that you want to make sure you measure everything, you do everything right, so you don't have the overflow fire. And every year fire departments get called out for that. And so if you want to do a video on it and just kind of walk me through it and tell me what you're doing, then I'll just use yours.
I can do that.
Excellent.
Yeah, that would be great if that's what you want to do. If you're going to do that. Now you're going to do it right at Thanksgiving, so I'll probably have to shelve it for maybe Christmas
Okay.
one. Yeah. But I can, some people do turkey at Christmas time too. So
We have turkey over here for Christmas.
yeah, y'all don't have Thanksgiving.
No.
So there you go. Now Christmas time. Now I tell you, Christmas time I do a prime rib. So yeah, I do a prime rib every year at Christmas. So
Excellent.
So
let's try to wrap up in a few minutes, guys, so we have time to get
Yeah, sure. Whenever people want to go.
So,
All right. Well, everybody have a good night.
yes, I hope you guys
You
enjoyed
too.
your Labor Day weekend. Those of you who didn't have a 3-day Labor Day weekend, I apologize. I'm sorry you didn't, but enjoyed your evening anyway.
It's all right. We had bank holiday last week, so.
There you go.
What does Labor Day celebrate?
It is a celebration of, it's kind of a weird one. Basically, it's supposed to be a day off for those who labor.
Yeah, it's workers.
Workers, that type of thing. I think it was brought up. Now, my husband, if he was close enough and didn't have his headset on, could probably give you the history. He is a font of information that is basically useless, but I love him to death. He drives me crazy. He'll tell you what a red-tailed hawk eats if he's driving down the road and sees one, that kind of stuff.
That's awesome.
Yeah, he's one of those. He could probably tell me the history of it and I could relay it, but
It's basically to give the actual everyday laborers a day off.
Mhm.
But America being the country it is, since I don't know, early 1900s, it's never really been that way. because the workers have always had to work.
Yeah.
So
Well, and of course in retail,
to go and shop.
yeah, in retail and all that, they don't get that day off. I mean, it's kind of
Yeah.
a bummer for them. But and all the big sales, they do huge sales all over the states for Labor Day. I mean, you can get it.
perfect.
Yeah, you can get a
work all
mattress
year,
for
so you
$300
can
off.
spend
You know,
all your money. On
exactly, exactly. Labor Day sales rival Black Friday, so they're right in that. Black Friday is the big one, but anyway.
Yeah, we have the workers' holiday on May 1st.
Yeah.
It's usually for. It's not like a celebration of workers. It's more a celebration of the. In Sweden, we have a very long and prominent tradition of unions and union work. So much so that several laws, like we don't have minimum wage that's in the law book, because it's considered something that the unions take care of, and I have kind of a problem with that, even though I'm not working, because the unions are also often politically geared, so to speak. So the largest union are very closely. They are basically the largest, or former. The socialist Democrats that have governed this country they governed it basically 70 years in a row. They are no longer the largest, but I think they are third or second, maybe. No, they are second. They are basically the mother product of the largest union. So, and I have a problem with it, because if I worked somewhere, I don't want my things like my pay. I mean, we have legislated holiday, what's it called? The ability to take holidays. We have 5 weeks minimum. I think 4 you can take in the summer consecutively, according to law. But that, other than that, when it comes to payments and many other things, you depend on your union for that. And if I were a worker that worked at a company that were connected to the largest union, then my payment to the union would go to this political party that I might not support. So
yeah,
it's good and bad. Workers generally have it pretty good in Sweden compared to many other countries, which is good, of course, but not perfect. We're not perfect.
No.
Yeah, we are. No, we're not. We're
a lot of places are far from it.
Yeah.
Sorry?
A lot of countries are far from perfect.
I would say everyone has their problems and issues.
All right, folks. Ringo chat starting in 16
I'm
minutes.
sorry for the rambling.
Yeah, it's okay.
I kind of woke up from a coma here.
You're fine.
And I just started rambling. I'm sorry.
No, that was great. That was great. We just like I said, my goal was 6:45 Clearwater time to say goodbye.
Oh, but that's perfect. It's 44 now.
Yeah, so we're at the end.
For me to do some tea.
Yeah.
Go grab a snack.
This was a great stream, guys.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
Love seeing you all.
Lots of great ideas coming forward.
All right. Let's say goodbye, everyone.
Bye.
Hasta la vista,
Thanks,
baby.
everyone. Thanks, everyone. Great stream.
All righty. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye, guys.
Bye.